Wow, Disney, you're releasing a remake less than 10 years after the original movie came out, and less than 2 years after the sequel to the original came out. Must be a new record. It's not relevant, it's just kind of weird that a remake is coming out so soon. Anyway, let's get to Moana 2. Hey friends. Hey friends, I watched Moana 2 on day 1. Yes, I'm aware that this was supposed to be a Disney Plus show and turned into a movie. I wouldn't be surprised if it was because of Wish failing in the box office. I was a little bit worried about this movie because Walt Disney Animation Studios does not have a good reputation for sequels. They can range from bad to awful to just okay. And this was the only one that was good. Only one. Until Moana 2 released. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It was a ton of fun. Going into this movie only seeing the trailers, I was worried that the characters would be horribly flanderized and have god-awful writing, but my fears were proven to be wrong. My only real problems with this movie are the downgraded animation, which is kind of expected, but at least it looks better than Wish, even if it does look worse than Encanto still. The jokes are kind of hit and miss, just like the first one, but it's more in the first half of this film. But the jokes that do hit really hit. And I also kind of wish that Moana had a bit of a personal struggle in this movie because she doesn't really seem to have one here. She's just called out to the ocean. But I don't really care. I just had a ton of fun with this film. The side characters are pretty solid, even if they are a bit forgettable at first. I like the guy who's just a big Maui fanboy. And I especially love Matangi. She's so cool. I wish she had more screen time, but the time that she does get, she really shines. I love her song, I love her outfit, her personality. She's just a really cool character. Maui is as great as usual, even though I wish he had more screen time. He's still pretty funny and charming, he hasn't changed a bit, and he also gets a really good song later in the movie. Most of the songs in this movie are pretty great. The opening song is pretty much just the opening from the first one again, but I don't really mind because it's really catchy anyway. What can get better than this is probably the weakest song in the movie, but it's still pretty good. The songs Get Lost and Can I Get a Chihu are probably my favorites in the entire movie. The Kakamora are also back, but they get a little bit more development, so that was neat. Yeah, I don't have that much more to say. Moana 2 was great. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. It's not as good as the first movie or Encanto, but it's still a really great movie. Go watch it. This movie does have quite a few flaws, but they're mainly minor nitpicks if anything. And to answer the obvious $1,000,000 question, yes, it is better than Wish.
I'll let you live it for free, and I don't even charge you rent.
Line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows